The woman had just finished cleaning the entire basement when a steady ticking sound suddenly came from the corner. Thony slowly followed the sound and froze the second she saw what was there. Next to an ordinary-looking tank was a device that was already running.
Oh my God.
Only then did Thony realize that those people had left her here alone, not just to finish cleaning the place. Someone had never intended to let this witness walk out alive. But just a few hours earlier, she was just an unnoticed cleaner at the boxing gym. When the son of a powerful gang leader walked past her, he casually tossed an empty can on the floor, but the bodyguard beside him immediately stopped him.
Come on, show some respect. Come on. Come on. I know your father didn't raise you to act like that. Just apologize.
It's okay, you didn't see me.
Anyone who can't see you is blind. Come on, apologize. All right. I'm sorry. Okay?
But this unexpected kindness only made Thony more uneasy. She was just the most invisible cleaner in the gym and wanted nothing to do with these people. Just as she was about to finish work, she overheard the gym owner arguing with a female fighter. Tonight's fight had been arranged for the gang leader's son. The owner wanted the female fighter to lose on purpose, but she refused to go along with it. Thony knew she had heard something she wasn't supposed to hear, so she stayed hidden in the stall and tried not to make a sound. But the fighter soon found her.
They always think they own us. Only if we let them.
It was only a simple sentence, but it helped the fighter make up her mind. Once the fight began, she didn't hold back like the owner had ordered, and instead won the fight on her own. Thony watched from the corner, and a brief smile appeared on her face, but she had no idea the real trouble was only beginning. Late that night, after everyone had left, Thony stayed behind to finish cleaning the gym when she heard the owner arguing with the group again. The gang leader's son had lost money on the fight and was getting more and more out of control. Thony quickly hid nearby. Then a gunshot suddenly rang out. Thony immediately realized she had become the one witness who was never supposed to be there. She held her breath and waited for everyone to leave, but her phone suddenly rang.
Hola, guapa.
Within seconds, she was dragged out of hiding. Faced with what was in front of her, Thony didn't cry or beg for mercy. Instead, she forced herself to stay calm.
I'm just a cleaning lady. Let me clean it for you. If you wait, the blood will seep in the cement. It needs to be broken down. Sodium peroxide is best.
Her words caught the attention of a man named Armin. One of the men beside him wasn't impressed.
Bleach and boiling water will do it.
Cold water. Heat sets the stain.
That was when Armand realized this seemingly ordinary cleaning lady knew far more than they expected. So he gave Thony a chance to prove her value.
Just let her do her job. You might learn something.
Thony knew tears wouldn't help her now. Only by cleaning the place properly did she have a chance of making it home. When she finished, Armin didn't make things any harder for her, and even had someone drive her home. Only after she locked the door behind her did Thony finally fall apart. It turned out she had once been a surgeon in the Philippines. She was now staying in America for one reason only: to save her son Luca. Luca suffered from a severe immune system disorder and could barely have any contact with the outside world. 6 months earlier, Thony brought him to America for treatment, but the donor who had been matched with him backed out at the last minute. To keep waiting for another chance, mother and son had no choice but to stay, and their visas eventually expired. For Thony, as long as Luca still had even the slightest chance, leaving was not an option. The next day, Thony decided to take Luca to the hospital and fight for a spot in a clinical treatment program. Fiona was worried their immigration status would be exposed, but she couldn't stop her. When they arrived at the hospital, the front desk quickly discovered the visa problem.
Did you get your visa extended?
It's in process.
So that's a no. I'm afraid we can't help you.
Even though Thony had once been a doctor herself, she still couldn't change the outcome. But just as they were about to leave, Luca suddenly waved at someone across from them. Thony looked up and saw one of Armand's men from the night before. This time she didn't try to avoid him. Instead, she asked to see Armin. Soon, Thony was taken to a private hangar. Only then did she learn Armin was no ordinary bodyguard. He was a key figure working for a local criminal organization. Thony warned him directly to stay away from her son, but Armin handed her some money and a phone and told her he might need her cleaning skills again.
Look, you and I are both in a country that's not our own. We're not afforded the same privileges everybody else has. When it comes to keeping your son alive, it's not about doing things the right way or the wrong way. But any way you can. I want you to take this and think on it.
Why do you want me to work for you?
Because I like you. I don't want to have to kill you.
Thony finally understood Armin wasn't simply trying to hire her. He was giving her a reason to be kept alive. She didn't want any part of it, but she eventually took the phone. Not long after, the hospital suddenly called and told her Luca could begin treatment, and the person who had pulled the strings was Armin. For the first time, Thony realized that this dangerous man might actually be able to give her son a chance. That night, Fiona took her to a nightclub to check out a job. Thony quickly discovered that selling drinks was only the cover, and there was another shady business behind it that she wanted nothing to do with. She immediately refused. Just then, the phone Armin had given her rang. It turned out the nightclub belonged to them too. Armin sent Thony to clean a villa after a party, and specifically warned her not to speak to anyone there. Thony worked through the entire night and came across a woman passed out in one of the rooms. The next morning, she learned the woman was Armin's wife, Nadia. After a brief moment of surprise, Thony took her payment and went home. But another problem was already waiting for her. She found a package of illegal substances hidden inside an air vent. It turned out Fiona had taken the nightclub side job after all, because they had promised that if she worked for them, they could help her get legal status. Thony couldn't accept that choice, and the two had their first serious argument. Just then, Armin called her back to the boxing gym. The police had already discovered what happened to the owner, and the basement still contained a large amount of material they couldn't afford to have discovered. Armin had to move everything before investigators arrived, while Thony was responsible for removing anything that could identify them. After everything had been moved, Armin learned from his boss Hayek that someone had already been sent back to the gym to finish the job.
I still have a cleaner inside.
You mean the cleaner who should already be dead?
Only then did Armand know for sure Thony had never truly been out of danger. He had brought Thony in to work for him, partly because giving her value was the only way to keep her around. Armin immediately turned around and rushed back to the gym. Meanwhile, Thony had no idea what was happening. She had just finished cleaning the basement when she heard a steady ticking sound coming from deeper inside. She looked toward the sound and her face instantly changed. It turned out this so-called cleanup included getting rid of her too.